Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcome you to Six in the City. I thought we were leading into the queue, and we're up. So here we are.
That's
Ready,
right.
we're
You
ready to
missed
go.
you missed the cue in your ear. I hope you got good headphones today.
Gotta go. I had a call coming in, so I had that business signal kind of thing going on. So let's jump into what we got live. We got a full show today. We're heading into a special time of year. It's a busy time.
It is a busy time, and not to mention today is
Election day.
So
I went and voted today.
I did too. Got to get out there and vote. Last day to vote. So we got a full show today. Julie Daniels from the Chamber is on the show. They've got some webinars coming up. And then, of course, that Love of Jackson campaign that's going on. She's going to talk to us more about that. Our favorite Colton Parker is here. We're going to talk to him about Nashville, what's going on with him and his business. And, I think he's getting ready to be a daddy. So got some interesting conversation with him. Sherry Freeman is here from the Jackson Symphony because they've got a couple of concerts coming up. The first concert of the Chamber Music Series, and then another concert at First Baptist Church. So we'll find out more about that. Lieutenant Mark Cancia is here with the Salvation Army because he is going to talk to us again about Rescue Christmas. And the Red Kettle Challenge. Jack Laser with the West Tennessee Regional Apprenticeship Director. He is, I'm going to get this right. He is West Tennessee Regional Apprenticeship Director. That's a hard word to say. He's going to talk to us about Apprenticeship Tennessee and a couple of events coming up revolving around that. And we'll have a couple of segments with him. Apparently, we've got lots of information to talk about the Apprenticeship Tennessee. And then our entertainment today is Colton Parker.
Colton Parker. Got him already set, ready to go.
That's right.
Well, do get out and vote today. If you haven't been out to vote, we're doing this on Election Day. So if you're watching us live on Tuesday, get out and vote. And be sure to tune in for election returns at 7 o'clock tonight right here. We're back with more as we continue. Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So E+ Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA Alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to Six in the City, and we welcome from the Chamber Julie Daniels. Julie, good to see you.
Great to see you. Yeah.
And Julie's got events coming up this month, and I think for the first time in months, every one of these events is an event that in which I can participate.
That's right.
There's no exclusion for people over 50 or whatever, and all this other good no men allowed kind of stuff. Everything is open book this month.
We did this all for you.
Well, let's get started with For the Love of Jackson. What is this?
Well, For the Love of Jackson, of course, Lori was on your program, I believe, last week talking about it. It's a big campaign that we're partnering with Visit Jackson, Tennessee Small Business Development Center here in Jackson to help increase traffic here in our area and show a little love to our businesses here in the local area. Okay. So it's got three parts to it, I know, but the two main parts are the businesses that can be involved by coming to the chamber, picking up a sign. We have these signs that say, For the Love of Jackson. I should have brought one in with me. And some of them have a blank line where you can write in, say, for the love of membership, for the love of customers, So
Okay.
we encourage these businesses to come and pick up a sign, shoot a video, and send it to us. And we're going to try to string some of those together to help promote the businesses. And then on the consumer aspect, if you're shopping in Madison County with a friend or by yourself, it doesn't matter. Make sure to take a picture of yourself inside the business and post it on Facebook or Twitter and hashtag Love of Jackson. And we're going to keep up with those and have 2 grand prize drawings. One in November, one in December. So
The whole idea of this is right before you click and order off the internet, see if you can't get it locally. Like that's the first step.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Excellent.
Exactly.
You got another event coming up and talking about air travel. So what's happening here?
That's right. We've got an event called Future of Air Travel. It's November 16th. It's a Zoom, I believe it's a Zoom event. Yeah. And we're going to be we've got a panel discussion with the president and CEOs of Memphis International Airport, Nashville International Airport, and also our local airport, Jackson McKellar, the McKellar-Sipes Regional Airport. Trying to say that without off the top of my head. So it's going to be fun. Ryan Porter is going to be the moderator here from the chamber, and they'll be glad to take any questions that anybody has about the future of air travel here in Jackson. It starts at 10:30. You just have to sign up and get registered to get your Zoom link, and you can find information, of course, on our website at jacksontn.com under events, or we'll also have events on Facebook. We have that posted there as well. Question.
And you said that's a Zoom event, so it's a free event for anyone to
It is a
attend?
free event. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. It's a free event for anybody and everybody. So
I know our air,
Including
service,
Steve.
our air service is being bid out right now, and we did not make that decision locally. That's made by the federal government. But is that part of this discussion, Julie, or is it just what's happening with the travel industry overall?
I imagine that's up, to be discussed as well. I was talking with Ryan about this the other day and he, mentioned that was coming up for bid. So I'm sure they'll take questions if we want to answer those questions. I would imagine they would. But again, I know Memphis and Nashville are also involved in this discussion. So to my knowledge, any questions up?
Okay. Well, that's not the only event. What else you got coming up?
We have a lot going on, which I'm glad of. We've got Size Up. We do, because we've had a few months there, even though we had a lot going on. And even now, still, we're, Zoom and webinars. But we've got Size Up Jackson, which is a new tool on the Chamber's website, which is to help small businesses be able to market and do market research like a large business would. The Tennessee Small Business Development Center is also partnered to help do some webinars, one on November 10th and then one on November 17th from 1 to 2. So
Those Zoom as well. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, are those Zoom? Those are both Zoom as well, right?
Those are, I'm not sure that it's Zoom because I was on one of these webinars before, so it was a different format.
Okay.
So it's an actual true webinar, and you will go in. Do we register through the Chamber's website for that, Julie?
There's a registration link. Yes, you can go to jacksontn.com and look at our events because it's on the events calendar and it'll have the link there, and also on Facebook under the event. You have the link there.
All right. Well, Julie, it's good
Thanks
to
so much,
see you.
Julie.
I'm glad a full month of activity to which I am invited.
You better take advantage of it, Steve.
Heard about air travel and everything else. Size Up Jackson. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you. I'll be looking for you.
Good
We'll
to
be
see
back
you.
with Colton Parker as we continue this Six in the City.
We Tennesseans all have a choice to make in our fight against COVID-19.
I choose to enjoy live music.
I choose to cheer on my team.
I choose to go out.
I choose to stay healthy.
I choose to celebrate with my family.
The choice is simple. Choose to live your life and choose to live responsibly. Face it, masks fight COVID-19.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JEA today.
Where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of West Tennessee. Every day, people walk through these doors to selflessly help others, to give without expecting anything in return. So where is the American spirit? It's right here, in the people of Lifeline, our community's blood bank, where we all come together to help each other, and the American spirit thrives.
Ask what you can do for your country.
Steve Bowers, Cassandra Fuller, welcoming you back to Six in the City. We welcome Colton Parker. I remember the Dr. John song that I was in the right place, but it must have been the wrong time. And some people have been saying that about being a musician in Nashville. And Colton Parker's with us to kind of get us updated on what's going on in his life. But he's been working out of Nashville. But you've been doing some work.
I have. I've been staying busy. I've done some home studio recording, doing bass lines and stuff like that for people and sending them off. And then I've been playing at Kid Rock's on Broadway in Nashville a lot. So, yeah, just staying busy.
I hear that there are many people in Nashville that have been longtime musicians there that have moved back home, wherever home is, or doing other things out there. So what has it been like for folks there? You've obviously adapted.
Yes. There's been a little bit of both. I know a lot of people that, like you said, have moved home for whatever reason. Either they couldn't play or find work or whatever, so they couldn't afford to stay here because it's not cheap living here. But there again, I got a lot of friends that have, been like me and kind of adapted and tried to find, whatever hole they can fit in.
What's it like playing at Kid Rock's on Broadway?
Oh, it's so much fun. It's probably the best situation on Broadway right now because the stage is at least 20 feet away from anybody else in the crowd. Yeah, so it's very big and everybody has plenty of room, so it's a good situation.
The venues, are most of them open then on Broadway?
Yeah, for the most part, most of them have opened back up. There's still a couple that it's probably not affordable for them because they can't fit many people with the social distance requirements. But for the most part, yeah, it's opened up. It's just the capacity restrictions.
I haven't been to Kid Rock's place. What is it, or what's it like, or what's the format of this place?
It's just like any other bar on Broadway. It's just it's one of the bigger ones though. It's a 2-tier stage. Just the main room is 2 floors. So so there's plenty of room and there's always, different people and celebrities and things like that coming in and out. So you'll never know who you're going to see on a weekend,
You're playing there how often then, Colton?
Every weekend for the most part, every Friday through Sunday and some Thursdays.
Okay. What kind of music?
It's whatever people request. We're doing the Broadway thing. You walk up there with a little bit of money and we'll play your song.
Gotta have an incentive, right?
That's it.
Here's a $50 bill. I want to hear Beethoven's Fifth, and I want to hear it now.
And we're gonna do it. We may ruin it, but we're gonna do it.
Well, there's something else going on in your life on a personal basis. So tell us about this fatherhood thing here.
Yeah, I got a son. My first child is due December 30th.
Okay.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been putting together cribs and all kind of other baby things that I know nothing about. So it's been interesting.
The thing I remember that shocked me the most, Colton, was the cost of baby formula and the cost of diapers.
The cost of everything. I didn't think it was going to be this expensive, but we've had a lot of people, especially family members and things like that have chipped in and helped, and we've been blessed for sure. Yeah,
well, and he's due. You said the end of the year.
Yes, sir. December 30th.
Okay, all right. Well, tell us, Colton is going to be performing for us today. What are we going to be hearing today, Colton?
I'm doing a little bit of country. I got some George Strait in there and some funk, obviously. Just having a little fun with my loop station, me and my bass.
Okay. Well, we look forward to it.
Colton, when you play at Kid Rock's on Broadway, what is your most popular requested song?
Oh, man. I have to go with the cliche. Play some Skinner.
I knew
obviously.
it.
So yeah, that's probably the most. Yeah, that's the
that
most
right?
requested.
Okay. Well, it's good to see you. Congratulations.
You
Yes,
too. Thank y'all.
congratulations,
Great to have
Colton.
you with us. We're going to the main stage and we welcome the real deal. This is Colton Parker.
My friends feel it's their appointed duty. They keep trying to tell me here, all you want to do is use me. But my answer, yeah, all that use me stuff. I said I wanna spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, you just keep on using me till you use me up. My brother, he set me right down and he talked to me. He told me I ought not let you just walk on me, yeah. And I'm sure he meant well, but when our talk was through, y'all, I said, brother, if you only knew, you wish that you were in my shoes. You just keep on using me till you use me up. Sometimes it's true, you really do abuse me. Oh, you get in a crowd of these high-class people, well, and then you act real rude to me. Oh, baby, 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 when you love me, I can't get enough. Oh, but oh, baby, 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 when you love me, I can't get enough.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
In communities across Tennessee, we feel the effects of opioid addiction. We all know someone touched by addiction. People we see every day, a neighbor, a friend, a family member. Please know there is help and hope. Together rise above and make recovery a reality. Neighbors working together, Tennessee together. If you or someone you love needs help for addiction, help is available. Visit tntogether.com for more information.
Sherry Freeman is with us. She is the executive director of the Jackson Symphony, and the Symphony in Jackson, Tennessee is performing. Not in Nashville, not in Memphis, not in many other places, but the Symphony in Jackson has found a thread with which to work, and the concerts have been going very, very well. And we got one coming up this month. Sherry, good to have you with us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. And yes, we are playing.
All right. Well, let's find out what's going to happen November the 14th here in Jackson.
Well, we have a very big deal concert coming up on November the 14th. This is actually one that was planned before the pandemic, a part of our 60th season celebration. We're really excited to bring Paul Jacobs with the Jackson Symphony that night for the Sounds of Thunder, which is a huge organ concert. And in the world of organ, he's about as big a deal as you can get.
Okay.
I mean, he is the only organist that has ever won a Grammy. He plays continuously with some of the top symphonies throughout the nation and throughout the world. And he is the chair of the Department of Organ for the Juilliard School. And this is just going to be an unbelievable concert. Now, we are doing it at the two seatings, the 6 o'clock and the 8 o'clock seating. It is a 1 hour concert. And we're really excited to announce that the first piece of that night is the Frontier Overture, which has been commissioned especially for the Jackson Symphony for their 60th birthday. It is written by Lo Finney, and whom many of us know, and it will be performed first. So this is its world premiere, and we're excited to have Lo with us that evening as well. And then we'll have the Sansung after that will be performed for the rest of the evening. And if you're saying, well, I don't know that piece. Yes, you do. It was in the movie Babe. And so it'll be a great night, and it is a big deal. Then on Sunday, Paul will be performing at First Baptist Church that morning at their 9 o'clock service. They have been most gracious to us throughout this pandemic, and this is just a little special nod to them and to Zach Young and all that they've done for us. Okay. And then at 1:30 that afternoon, he will be performing a 1 hour recital himself that afternoon, which it will feature Bach and Handel, which is written to the organ that he'll be performing. So just a really big deal for the Jackson Symphony. And not only that, we'll have as close to our full orchestra as we've had all season. So I just am going to tell you that this will be a big deal. This is a big concert. And I'd like to tell you that tickets will be available at the door, but I honestly cannot promise you that on this concert.
Oh, is that right?
Now, Sherry, are both of these concerts held at First Baptist Church?
They are. They will both be held at First Baptist Church.
We can get tickets online at the Symphony's website?
thejacksonsymphony.org, or call the office at 427-6440. But I would encourage you, if you are a person that's wanting to buy just a single ticket, because we have so many season ticket holders, that you might really want to consider doing this. And we do know that we have people coming from all over already for this concert. I mean, they're coming out of Memphis, they're coming out of Nashville. We've had tickets sold out of Franklin. I mean, this
so
is
people know him.
A deal for us.
All right. So people are familiar with his work that follow symphony.
Yes, and people that are familiar with him. I mean, he has played for the Nashville Symphony. He's played for the Chicago Symphony. I mean, he plays continuously, and he is probably the largest name in the world of organ. It's certainly in the United States. Wow. But probably one of the top 2 or 3 in the world.
Wow, that's impressive. It's a great opportunity.
We're really excited. We really
don't want to miss out on that opportunity for sure.
Not at all.
Right. Well, those tickets, 427-6440 or thejacksonsymphony.org, and those concerts on November the 14th at 6 and 8, and then the Chamber concert that afternoon, the 15th, and then he'll be at the First Baptist services that morning as
yes,
well.
Yes.
So we can be Baptist for a day and join you. Right.
That's exactly right. You can be back birthday. We would be delighted to welcome you.
Okay. We'll be back next month to talk about the Christmas pops and how's everything looking there.
You know, we're really excited. We are, we're having to be so careful because, we're working with the city on this. Obviously, these are table pops for us. We sold 106 last year. We're only permitted to have 60 tables this year. We've already sold 83 for the season. So needless to say, it's been a little crazy here, but we're getting it all worked out. And
good news, we got your table. The bad news is it's $5,000.
I'm just telling you.
Good to see you, Sherry.
Good to see you.
So much.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Sherry.
much. We're going back to the main stage. We welcome Colton Parker.
It was the 3rd of September. That day I'll always remember. Yes, I will. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. I never got a chance to see him. Never heard nothing but bad things about him. Mama, I'm depending on you to tell me the truth. Mama just hung her head and said, son, your papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Your papa was a rolling stone, my son. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. Hey mama, is it true what they say that Papa never really worked a day in his life? Hey mama, there's bad talk going around town saying Papa had 3 outside children and another wife, and that ain't right. Hey, Papa's doing that storefront preaching, talking about saving souls and all time leeching, dealing in debt and stealing in the name of the Lord. Yeah, Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone.
With E+ broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E+ broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/text-alerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Steve Bowers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to 6 in the City. We're joined by Mark Cancia. He is the lieutenant with the Salvation Army here in Jackson. The website is salvationarmyjacksontn.org. And Lieutenant Mark is here to talk to us about rescuing Christmas. Mark, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you all too. Thanks for having me.
Well, what are we going to do to rescue Christmas here? What are the steps?
We are working hard. So first off, thank you for putting the website out there, because the website has all the information about whether it be kettles or angel tree, which are two of the most significant ways that people in our community can work with us to rescue Christmas for our vulnerable neighbors. And so within those two programs, we have the Red Kettle Challenge, which individuals, businesses, churches, families can take, where you would take a kettle, whether it be in person, where you get a real live kettle delivered to your house, and you have it for the season. And when you return it, you have completed the Red Kettle Challenge.
Okay.
Or you can do a virtual kettle, where you adopt a kettle online and you just kind of promote it via your email or social media, having your friends and family contribute to that kettle. Or you can, just make the one-time donation directly online using our website.
Okay. Mark, is this going to be in addition to being in storefronts and all, or is this a replacement for? What's happening here?
It is, yeah. So everybody has been asking, what are we going to do this season because of the pandemic and because, yes, because of the health crisis that we're living through. And so in addition to, giving all of our bell ringers disposable masks, disposable aprons, disposable gloves, and then requiring them to sanitize their bell and their kettle.
Right.
We're also going digital. So this is a digital option for people to support the work of the Salvation Army and assist in rescuing Christmas here in Jackson.
Okay. Well, I saw you at an event, a barbecue with State Senator Ed Jackson, and he had one of the kettles there.
He did. Yeah. It's beautiful to see how, this community comes together to support some of our most vulnerable neighbors.
Okay. What about the Angel Tree program then?
So the Angel Tree program, again, we have adapted that program where we have gone online for the registration of the program, which just closed yesterday. And so at this point, it would be for anybody who's, experiencing a new emergency. But you're going to begin seeing Christmas trees in Walmart and Kroger's, and even at the Hope Cafe with Angel Tree tags. And so while you're out shopping, you can snag one of those names and go shopping for an individual here in Jackson.
When I complete that, what do I do with the gifts and all? I bring them to you, or how do I handle that?
Man, you ask all the right questions. So after that, you can bring them directly to me. You can bring them here to the Salvation Army here at 125 Allen Ave. Or you can bring them to either one of the Walmarts, either Walmart North or Walmart South, and they'll have a bin out front inside the store, but up towards the front of the store, where you can then drop off those gifts that you purchased. Okay. Now there is another option that I can give you more information on at a later time, where you can adopt online.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can shop online using Walmart, and I can send you that information a little later.
Okay. SalvationArmyJacksontn.org is the website. So keep that one in mind, SalvationArmyJacksontn.org. And I take it, Mark, that there are details on all of these options and everything else at that website.
There are. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Well, Fuller, you get the kettle, and I'll take it around. We'll take it right down for Monday.
Hey, it sounds
Wearing
good.
masks and being socially distant, right?
Absolutely.
I'm good with that.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Hey, Mark.
I love that. I love it. Cheers.
Cheers. A bell ringing veteran right here, Brad.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. Good
Steve,
to have
you're
you
not
in
supposed
Jackson,
to
Tennessee, Mark.
You're not supposed to keep the bell, Steve. You're supposed to give it back.
This one's bequeathed for my many years of service.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Actually, I stole it from Captain Quinn, but I hadn't told him yet.
That's all right.
Okay. Oh, it's good to see you, Mark. Thank you so
Good
very
to see you,
much.
Mark. Thanks so much
Thanks
for being on.
having me.
Salvation
Y'all stay
Army
well.
JacksonTN.org. We'll be back with more as we continue 6 in the city.
That's perfect.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a unique mix of all kinds of things.
I'm on Jewel spotting on this last one. There it is. Keep going with it. Leo.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love.
Sorry.
Steve Powers and Cassandra Fuller welcoming you back to 6 in the City. And we welcome Jack Laser with us.
That's right.
And Cassandra have been talking about it because you went through Leadership Jackson with his son.
I did. Marco's his son, and he and I went through Leadership Jackson together in 2014. So I enjoyed Marco and getting to know him. So I'm sure Jack's just as pleasant.
Jack is with us to talk about apprenticeships, which used to be the standard way, I guess, that people were trained for the workplace. Jack, to be honest, I hadn't heard much about apprenticeships, and obviously, if you're the West Tennessee Regional Apprenticeship Director, there's something I'm missing.
That's the
So
joy
we've
of
lost Jack.
the joy of live TV and Zoom.
All right, well, I guess we will try to rejoin him. Are we going to go to Colton? Is that what we do here? All right. Well, let's go to the main stage to Colton Parker, and we'll try to find Jack Laser. If not, then Cassandra and I have a duet that
I do not sing. No.
that we've never rehearsed that we will share as we continue 6 in the City.
Still feel 25 most of the time. I still raise a little Cain with the boys. Honky tonks and pretty women. Lord, I'm still right there with him, singing above the crowds in the noise. Sometimes I feel like Jesse James, still trying to make a name. knowing nothing's gonna change what I am. Was a young troubadour when I wrote in on a song. I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone. Well, the truth about a mirror is that mirror, it don't really tell the whole truth. It don't show what's deep inside or read between the lines. It's just really no reflection of my youth. Sometimes I feel like Jesse James, still trying to make a name, knowing nothing's gonna change what I am. I was a young troubadour when I wrote in on a song. I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone.
Welcome back to Six in the City, and we continue our conversation with Jack Laser. We were just getting underway, talking about apprenticeships, which used to be the staple way that you train someone, and we were very familiar with that. I haven't heard a lot about apprenticeships as I was talking about, but Jack is the West Tennessee Regional Apprenticeship Director. And so, Jack, what is it that you are doing?
Our department was just created here in the state last fall.
Okay, well, I feel better about not knowing about it then. Okay, good.
You know, there's been the U.S. Department of Labor Apprenticeship Bureau for a long, long time. You know, apprenticeships date back to ancient times, you know. Right. It's a way of learning with hands-on and classroom instruction. And we have a governor, you know, that's really big into workforce development. And when this program came about, I thought, hey, this is something I'd like to get into. So I actually came out of retirement to take the position to help employers and convince them that all these myths that they hear about apprenticeship programs are not true. It's a great way of growing your workforce, developing people with the skills that you need within your plant. The employers design the program, they follow the program. It's very structured. I think that's the great thing about apprenticeships. I actually was an apprentice myself at one point in time, many years ago. But a lot of times people come to work and they just kind of throw them on the job and say, here, do this, do that, and one thing another. With an apprenticeship, it's something that the individual, by the time they complete it, has a nationwide accepted certification.
Is that right?
Once they get that registered with the U.S. Department of Labor, they can go anywhere in the country and get a job, and that's good.
Jack, are you working independently? Or are you working through one of the colleges, or how does this function?
It's independent in the sense that, you know, I'm the one directly in West Tennessee that works with companies around the area that are interested or would like to hear more about apprenticeships. I have a counterpart in Middle Tennessee and one in East Tennessee. Now, there is a gentleman in Memphis that works directly for the U.S. Department of Labor. I actually work for the Tennessee Department of Labor.
So you work the rural counties in West Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the initial step then, Jack, is to go to companies and say, hey, have you thought about apprenticeships, and here's how we could set one up?
Sure, sure. I try to make contact, you know, through chambers, through old contacts that I had in my previous position, any way we possibly can to reach out to companies to tell them, you know, some of the advantages of that. If it's an incumbent worker that goes into an apprenticeship program like I did, you know, it kind of breeds a sense of loyalty with that employee, that they're willing to invest money into me to get to be skilled in a certain area. It actually ended up being a stepping stone for me to ultimately become a plant manager. And a lot of people going through apprenticeships, that's what happened. And, you know, for individuals, you think about a young person going through an apprenticeship to be a tool and die maker or an electrician or a plumber, you know, for the time that they spend in that apprenticeship, which can be anywhere from 1 year to 5 years, by the time they finish that program, they've been making money all the way through, and the employer is the one that pays for the training. Lifetime earnings among journeymen, you know, that went through apprenticeship programs are much better than somebody got a college education that ended up with, you know, a couple $100,000 of debt and hadn't earned a cent yet.
Oh, wow. And you guys have a Discover Apprenticeship Tennessee conference that's coming up on the 10th of this month, correct?
That is correct. That's correct. Yeah, we're going to have some employers that actually have apprenticeships now doing some testimonials. We'll have a question and answer period during that 2-hour session where people can, you know, send a question in if they'd like to know more about apprenticeships. They'd like to have somebody contact them. The governor will open up the program. He's actually, you know, a big push. I think he was the one that originally talked about getting apprenticeships started in Tennessee. They haven't been as popular as they have been in other areas, but a lot of people feel that the government is going to take control of their business, you know, when they get signed up and actually get registered for an apprenticeship program. But that's far from the truth, you know.
Well, Jack,
we're going to continue this conversation in just a moment, Jack, and because I want to see how this ties in with TCATs and other training programs and everything else that are out there, and what the role is for individuals and for the companies as well. Jack Laser is with us. He is the West Tennessee Regional Apprenticeship Director. And I didn't know anything about the position. It made me feel a lot better, Fuller, to find out that it's just been invented.
It's fairly new, yes. You're not that far behind.
Well, he said it went back to ancient times, and he looked right at me when he said it. We'll be back with more as we continue.
I'm probably older than you, Steve, so, you know, I don't.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E+ broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We're continuing our conversation with Jack Laser, who is the West Tennessee Regional Apprenticeship Director. And Jack, we were talking about the Discover Apprenticeship Tennessee Conference that's coming up on the 10th before we went into commercial break. Is this an in-person conference or is this a virtual conference?
No, this is actually a virtual conference, and anybody that's interested in registering for the conference, there's no cost. They can email me at jack.laser, L-A-S-E-R, at tn.gov. You know, whether you want to register for the conference or you just like to talk to me, you know, that's my email address. And it's only 2 hours long. And like I say, it's virtual and it's free.
Awesome. And that's jack.laser@tn.gov if anybody wants to register or get more information about them.
Correct.
What will you cover in those segments then, Jack?
We'll have employers that are talking testimonials. We'll have educators that are involved from Tennessee Board of Regents, Nathan Garrett will be there. Of course, my boss, Tyra, who is the head of the apprenticeship department that works for the Tennessee Department of Labor. A lot of guest speakers, some people that have been involved in apprenticeships for a long period of time, and basically just answering questions, trying to get people to understand what apprenticeships are all about. So be it the name,
Jack, how do you distinguish between an apprenticeship and going to TCAT or through a skills program at a community college?
Well, it can be both.
Okay.
We have apprenticeships right now that are actually using apprenticeship training at a TCAT or at a community college. You can get your training in-house. That's the way a lot of the apprenticeships ran in the past, where you just had a journeyman teaching the apprentice. That is also available, but it can go to a college, you can go online training. There's two parts to it. One part is classroom training and one part is on hands-on training.
When you get a program set up at a factory or whatever, then how do I find out about that as a potential employer or participant?
Contact me.
Easy enough. Jack, are these standard trades, or do you have some unique trades that are also offer apprenticeships?
Just about any occupation can be apprenticeable. Just about a month ago, we had an apprenticeship that we started in the Crown Winery in Humboldt, Tennessee. It was a husband and wife duo. The husband's going to be the actual vineyard foreman, and the wife is going to be the tasting room associate, which will be my fourth career. It sounds like really a good job to me.
I know, right? Couldn't be a bad deal. I mean,
so it could be just about anything. And people think about the traditional plumber, tool and die maker, machinist, and all that, but you can apprentice anything. It could be 1 year long up to 5 years long if need be.
And you guys are also having a ribbon cutting at Ace Electric, is that correct?
That's correct. They actually contacted us that they wanted to start an apprenticeship here in Tennessee. Their corporate headquarters are down in Georgia, and they actually have some of their top officials flying in from Georgia on the 12th for the ribbon cutting and signing a couple of apprentices into the apprenticeship program.
Oh, wow. Now, where is Ace Electric? Where's that located?
It's on Premier Drive.
Okay.
It's like it's near the airport. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully a lot of people come out and talk to us about what it's all about. And they've done apprenticeships at their other locations for many years. And so they know this is what it takes, to become a apprentice and how it helps the company.
Do you guys have a website that people could go to find out more information, Jack?
Probably the best thing to do is just to email me.
Okay.
And I can send them registration forms. I can send information about the apprenticeship signing. I can direct them to both the national website and the state website for apprenticeships. There's a lot of different things out there.
All right, great. Well, it's
Jack,
so great talking to you, Jack.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Jack.Laser, L-A-S-E-R, Jack.Laser@tn.gov.
That's right.
Jack, we look forward to having you back soon. Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more as we continue. Six in the City.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to E+ Broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. E+ Broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. We still have to slow the spread and do our part. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. Wash our hands frequently and stay home when we feel safe. For ourselves, for our loved ones, for our future. Let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
We have a great deal of fun off camera on this show.
That's right. Good thing it's on camera too.
Time update. It's gone from 2 minutes to like, well, the election returns coming up at 7 o'clock tonight live right here. And our thanks to Steve Beverly for working with us. And you got a couple of runs you want to mention?
Well, I do. The Chickasaw Chase at Chickasaw State Park is coming up. It's a quarter marathon. It's coming up November 21st if you want to find out more about it. And it is an in-person run. Go to www.reg2run, that's reg2run.com. And the Gold's Gym Fleet Feet Turkey Day Run is going to be in person. That's their annual big fiasco that they have. That's the 5K. Go to runsignup.com and search Gold's Gym Fleet Feet Turkey Day 5K. And that's Thursday morning at 8 o'clock, November 26th. So.
When is Thanksgiving this year?
26th. Thursday the 26th, and so JEA is going to be closed Thursday 26th and Friday the 27th. So we get, go ahead and get that out there.
It is unbelievable. We are into November.
I know it's going to be the end of the year before you know it, and I'm
not
ready.
I do have some Christmas lights on the shrub.
But those are the Christmas lights you left on the house from last year. That doesn't count.
Well, they're turned on. Thanks to all of our guests. Fuller, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Tonight. And we're going to close out with Colton Parker. Thanks for being with us on this Six in the City.
In the fully clover, won't be as hurt to feel all over. My life is one special occasion. Till you leave in depth of the situation. Send it, I'll shake it down. Ever since you put me down. Hey, send it. Don't shake it down. Ever since you put me down. My car got repossessed this morning. Ooh, all time to have it singing. Able to send out my preserver. Hey, I'm about to drown in my own tears, yeah. Cause I'm standing on shaky ground. Ever since you put me down. Hey, on shaky ground. Ever since you put me down, yeah.